So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throw left side to Higgins. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
We play to win. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see Brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
Hey, alert 33.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check it back. Check it. Check.
Point it right. Hurry.
Me. 50's the money.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Good. 180. Hey, alert.
Hey.
Hurry. Hurry.
44's the mic. Check.
Run.
Check pass.
Hurry.
Mike's focus.
Bravo.
It's just me and you.
Right foot.
Mayfield dancing to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mayfield looks to throw, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield running the option right. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 14-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 16-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They run it again with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Play fake, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
The Chiefs take
Go,
over
boys,
1st
let's go.
and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
X3, 218.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 34 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Go line. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He can run for it, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add on to their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me. Often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Yellow. 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And Callaway taking it in left side. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
At their own 7-yard line.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Well, we saw a close game that seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happened.